Good morning. Welcome to Vibrant Morning. Welcome to BTV, your home live TV. Now, this morning, Lennox is here, the co-host. Lennox, a word of welcome.
Thank you so much. Good morning, and today is a very beautiful Wednesday. Yeah, it is Ladies' Day. So if you have a lady in your life, be it your mother, be it your
Fiancé,
your wife, your fiance, your girlfriend, your daughter,
your baby sister,
make sure you surprise them with Kampesa. That language they understand so much.
Oh, welcome. Thank you for tuning into BTV. Welcome and thank you for tuning into Vibrant Morning. Now, Vibrant Morning brings you what is in the People Daily newspaper. We just give you a brief of what is in the newspaper. You will take the responsibility of reading more and more comprehensively to get what is in the newspaper. I'm your host, Gagi Isaiah. And remember, this morning you can visit us on YouTube, that is BTV Kenya. Subscribe, and also remember to leave a comment so that we know where we are reaching you from. You can also follow us on Facebook page, that is Blackman TV, and also leave a comment, also subscribe. You can also follow us on other social media platforms, that is TikTok, WhatsApp, we are also there, and also on Instagram. Feel most welcome this morning. And this morning again we also have with us Akuk.
Yes, good morning.
Frederick. Say a word.
Thank you very much. Good morning, our dear viewers. My name is Kosik Frederick Akoko. Stay tuned.
Thank you so much, Akoko, for paying us another courtesy, for honoring the invitation to be here this morning. Now, before we kickstart what we are having, just a few minutes ago, before we went live, we were talking about the idea of making sure that all those who are having media stations, especially radio, in Migori County, to be put together so that they can be able to reach their jurisdiction. Already you are talking about something like that. Can you please elaborate further for our viewers so that they get much more information on that?
Unanishtaki.
No. Sija kushtaki.
Yeah, yes, that's what you've just done. Because,
Okay, what's happening in Migori County?
Yes, now that's the question. Yeah, before we move to what's happening in Migori County, it's a very sad morning to the people, or rather to the parents, and to the community surrounding Ober Boys. Ober Boys, I think it is in Homa Bay County.
Yeah.
Yes, just ukifika hapo I think kuna venye unaingia. Yes, so they were taking some of their students to Kisumu. I don't know. No, not really taking, but I think they closed down the school, and so a matatu went and picked some of the students to Kisumu, and unfortunately, that vehicle hit a truck. And it's a very sad morning to the people of Ober, because 11... Ober?
Is it Ober or Ober?
Ober. It's Ober. It's Ober.
Ober is in the Yugis, and Ober is in River Sub.
Yeah. Thank you for that reminder. Ober is in Homa Bay. So Ober is in just between Rongo and Homa Bay, and we have Ober, and so Ober is in, you said it is in Oyugis. So we've lost 3 students, and 11 students are injured, and the conductor and the driver is also dead. So in total we've lost 5 people. It's a very sad morning. Actually 11 students students are dead, not 3. 11 students, a conductor and the driver is dead, and it's a very sad morning. So our heartfelt condolences. Is that the correct English? I told you people. Yes,
right
you should
track.
clap for
Right
me when
track.
I say big English.
Yeah,
Yeah, our heartfelt condolences goes to the family of the bereaved students and even the driver and the conductor. You know, it's a very sad thing to wake up to a sad news. The only sad news, the only good news I love when I wake up and here is when Manchester United is beaten. That story for another day. Now, coming to what is in Migori County. You know, yesterday, the county government of Migori began, or rather gave, sorghum seeds and millet seeds to the people of Nyatike. Specifically, I will talk about what happened in North Kadem Ward. So, you know, North Kadem Ward, the MCA in that area is Samson Olima Obonyo. And Samson Olima Obonyo is one of the MCAs who, maybe I can say that he's one of the MCAs who are not, who've been condemning, or rather the vices that are happening in the county. So it means that he is not in the good books of Governor Ochilo Ayako. I can say that. And so, you know, the MCA who went there, or rather who presided over that exercise, was MCA for Gotkachola, that is Calvin Seiko Ochola. And you know, giving seeds to the farmers is a good initiative, but what really paralyzed me is when the people of that area were saying categorically that the MCA is not working for them. The MCA is not working for them. And this question I will ask Akoko. And even you, I will really need your opinion, because you know, MCA is someone who is supposed to work closely with the governor.
Yes.
So, is it really right for someone to say that a particular MCA is not working, yet he is supposed to work under someone, and then you say that this person whom he is supposed to work under is working? Because I believe anything that goes to the ward goes to the ward through MCA. Yeah, so do you think it is right for someone to say that our MC is not working, yet the boss of the county is working?
Okay. On that question, I don't know whether to go first or Akoko to go first. But before tackling that question, I also have to register my empathy and also sympathize with the family and the school that just lost a huge number of students. It was very unfortunate, and we really pray that God comforts the family, because that is what is very, very important as at now, and also the school also. And we also pray that panic should not be anywhere close to the students or to any person who is traveling. That's an accident, and it should be treated as an accident, although it is very unfortunate. It has claimed lives of many pupils, many students, and also the conductor and the driver. And we just have to say, when you are on the road, it doesn't matter who you are, please just be very careful on how you drive, and always remember to stick to road regulations and rules, and I believe everything will be okay. Responding to what you the question you just asked, what perplexed me, or what really I don't understand, is that an MCA from a different ward is mandated to distribute seeds in another ward which actually is not under his jurisdiction. That's one.
Yeah.
Number two, the residents of that particular ward are saying that their MCA, their member of county assembly, is not working. At the same time, what comes up is that this MCA is not in good terms, if that is what
Yeah. The MC is also claiming that the governor is not working.
Is not working.
Yeah.
Now, that's what we were discussing yesterday, and we said we need harmonious relationship.
Yeah.
And you see, I think sometimes we need to bring our ego down. That's number one. We need to bring our ego down and say, for the interest of the people who elected us to the position where we are, we can bring our ego down and work. Let us put our indifferences, because to me it will be like the MCA is not ready to work, because every seedlings or all the seeds were given to different areas, and those MCAs to those areas were given the seedlings. Where was he? Has he spoken? Has he said that this has happened? I think it is not right to be done this way. That calls for him to calm down, because for him to work effectively, remember the funds that are to be used within the county level with the MCS, they all come from the county government. Meaning, at any point, even if I'm at loggerhead with the governor, if chance happen that I be the MCA, then what pertains my people should be very important than the differences I have with the MCA. You can't accuse the governor of not working, and yet the same governor endorses somebody or gives somebody the responsibility of doing the duties that you are supposed to undertake. That means that there is a poor working relationship between that MCA and also with the governor. So they need to mend their differences. And at the end of the day, they say in Swahili, fahali wawili wakimenyana
Ni nyasi.
So the people on the ground are blaming their MCAs not to be working. And the MCA is blaming the governor not working. And the governor sending another MCA to that locality to give help that is coming from the county government. So that's basically what I will have to say, because I'm not on the ground, the people are on the ground, they should just find a way of harmoniously working together. I don't know whether Coco...
Can see a Coco is boiling with wisdom.
You know, all that we are talking about here are politics.
Yeah.
Like we said it yesterday, it is high time we are needed to put aside our political differences. We have a group of MCAs that are not in good terms with the governor.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? A group of MCAs are not in good terms with the governor. They are not happy with the way this governor is carrying out his activities. Remember, we don't have what development fund. We have constituency development fund, GAF. First of all, we need to understand the role of MCAs. The role of MCAs, they don't carry any development. Development is being carried out by who?
The governor.
By the governor. As we speak right now, we don't have what development fund. How dare you? You are going to blame somebody. You go to his area and then start complaining about that one. Who knows even if he was sent? Who knows even those that are complaining about the area MCA were paid to do so? Can you substantiate that? Can you substantiate that? Can you confirm that the person who was talking against their member of county assembly. The Senate person. As we speak right now, we don't have that fact. That is why I said categorically, those are side shows and politics. The governor should bring these people together. We have a member here. A member is not Kanyamkago. He is not in good terms with they are affiliated to Nyamita. They are land to Nyamita. So watu wakati kupande wengine hii wanaona ya kwamba hawa ni wasaliti. Are you getting me? You said it categorically that ndume wawili wakipigana wakimenyana
nyasi huumia.
So unity, the only recipe to any development is unity. Let these people get united. They were distributing seeds. Leo ni tarehe mbili. We are the 2nd of April. What were they doing before? Where were they? Those are side shows. We want to see tangible projects.
So Akoko, let me ask you a question. When did you want the seeds to be distributed?
As early
as when?
As January, February there. So that the farmers should be given time to prepare.
In fact, it has been raining for the last 1 month.
And where were they?
And that is a fact. So
how can a member of a particular, a member of an MC of a particular place be sent to another area?
You see, we have to be practical with this. We have to be practical, and we should not be seen as taking sides.
We don't.
We are not taking
I'm answering your question.
You see, the reason I'm bringing this
you
up,
people are answering the question I asked.
Yes, the reason I'm talking the way I'm talking is because, number one, Akoko, we must accept if something is wrong, and if something is right, we also have to give thumbs up. Why am I saying this? The case like now you are talking about, the case we are talking about that particular MCA. Now, it is a kind of insubordination, if I may ask. It is the same thing, almost a replica of what was seen between Justin Muturi and President William Ruto. You don't expect, I am your leader, and you only bring somebody close to you, somebody who wants to be close to you. If already I've taken my stand,
and
that I'm going to support so and
that
so.
is what we call sabotage.
I've lived, I'm no longer in your camp. How do you expect me to task you with some responsibilities if the duty calls?
I'm a representative of that area. You had that. When was that?
You are a representative of that area, yes, but who are you supposed to be? Who are you supposed to be like reporting to in terms of duty? Apart from your people, governors, members of county assemblies are supposed to work under the governorship.
They are not supposed to report. In fact, they are not supposed to work under that governor.
They're supposed to oversight him.
Oversight. They play oversight role. Nyapara. That is their role. Not, yes boss, yes sir. The way I can see most of them are saluting. That is what all of the MCAs. They are forgotten about why they were voted in, particularly Migori County MCAs. Most of them have got no idea whatsoever about the office they are holding. Why do you keep on saluting governor, even and again? Yet you should play that oversight role.
You see, you're kind of saying that members of the parliament, let us get out of the MCA. You are saying members.
We are talking about Migori. Let us excuse me. Let us get done with the Migori first of all. Then we go to national government.
It is okay. I want you to understand it from that point. I'm not saying that we're getting to the national government. I just want to give you like a scenario. You're now saying that members of the parliament, they at any point they should not kind of recognize the authority, or the headship of the president.
Recognition of the authority and oversight role are two different things. These are legislature. If they keep on saluting Mr. President, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, those are praise and worship team. What I'm trying to say, MCA should not bow down to the governor. They are not supposed to be begging governor. Please, mtukufu governor, naomba tupeleke maji kwetu. Hapana.
Why have we not taken? Why? Mbona tuna maji?
Kwa nini tuna maji? Mbona tuna ECDE? Mbona tuna hii? They're supposed to be asking such question in a respectful manner.
Good. Now you've made the statement clear.
Are you
in a
getting me?
respectful manner.
Yes.
Yes. But you can't stand.
What do you understand? Just a minute. Just a minute. Excuse me, my boss.
Okay.
What do you understand by the term to oversight someone?
Oversight is kind of to oversee.
Now,
before you get into that, Akoko, we can't do the oversight roles on the street on top of vehicles. Oversight role is supposed to be done in the parliament. You see from your ground, from the ground where you are, this is not working, take this to the county assembly. Speak it out. You can't be oversighting when you are on top of vehicles moving around, when you are in the funerals. That is not the right place to oversight. Unless I don't know the...
And who has been doing that? Who has been doing that? Who has been doing so? Kwa matanga, kwa vehicle, kwa nini? We have the county assembly.
Why do they
all these things?
Government is not working every time they are wherever they are with the community? Government is not working. Why don't they task the governor, sit down in the county assembly? This and this and this is not working. We want this to be done.
Those people differ.
Because that is the respectful way.
They said the said MCS differed with the governor in terms of ideologies. But the difference is all about ideologies. And they have been complaining. It is high time governor should call them back. Hapa niliteleza kidogo, mimi nataka ikuwe hivi, then they move together.
Me, if you ask me, I'm not supporting either the government.
So the issue of sending another MD to a particular place, no, that is not making sense.
No, where was the MCA when the other one was being sent to his own backyard?
Maybe he went another duty. We can't tell. Everybody is busy.
So, you see,
I wish they could be here to defend themselves.
What I'm saying is this.
I'll look for Lemo. Lemo is a good friend of mine. I'll try reaching him out so that we discuss this thing here.
These people, if you get back, I'm not sure, but I think there is more to what we think are ideologies.
Now,
I don't want to get to that because I don't know, but I just think, yes or no?
You know, you're talking about... You're saying
it is not a matter of thinking. We are being guided by the Constitution. They are shrined there in the Constitution. Everything. MCA kazi yake ni ABCD, mbunge kazi yake ni ABCD, governor kazi yake ni ABC, president kazi yake ni ABC. Those things are shrined in the Constitution. So we need not to think. We must be guided by the same Constitution.
I think you didn't get me right. I said the differences between the governor and the MCS, I think it...
There are only six, not all MCS, around 6, 7. Around 6, 7. We have Olemo Bonyo, we have...
My big question will be, why are the other, if there are 7, in the Migori County we have over 40? Studio, around 40 MCS, members of county assemblies. So if, where this 34, why are they working in good harmony, in good relationship with the government?
Olemo Bonyo, the likes of Olemo Bonyo, the likes of Mijungu, the likes of...
having their personal interests.
Who?
You'll be shocked that these MCAs who are against the governor, they are serving their personal interests.
Who knows?
Don't be shocked.
Who knows? Who knows?
That's why I'm saying don't be shocked if you realize that.
Let's give them time. I'll invite
harmoniously with the government.
I'll bring you Omamba here.
You know something.
I'll bring you Omamba here.
Something you should know, Mr. Isaiah Gagi, is that initially there were some MCAs who were also against the governor, and then I don't know what happened.
Uh-huh.
They just went back to the governor, you know, and I can mention them. We have Norman Ogola, we have Eunice Odi. Yes, they went back to the governor, and these were some of the people who were really criticizing the county government of Migori, and they could do it loudly. And you know, surprisingly, all of them were coming from Uriri. Now, maybe there's a language which is being understood by our leaders, because you know the other time our brothers from the Matatu sector just woke up one day and then they said, you know what, as from next Monday we are not doing this and we are not doing this if the governor doesn't have a meeting with us. So that I think it was on a Friday when they gave out that threat, right? Then on Monday the governor met them very early in the morning on Monday last week, very early in the morning, and they said that now like tulikuwa tunataka kuenda tumeachilia and the governor is going to do us 1, 2, 3, and then within a span of 2 or 3 days or 4 days we saw the stage inatengenezwa. So you know, sometimes
their demands were met.
Yeah, it means that their demands were met. So you know, sometimes does it mean that you have to threaten or you have to give out a threat so that you can get what you want to the to the government, or rather to the person who represents you?
I love your statement.
Yeah.
They were called in the harder meeting.
Yeah.
And after the meeting, something kicked off.
But they were called after issuing a threat.
They had a meeting. The bottom line is they had a meeting.
Yes, they had.
Good.
Circumstances.
They talk.
What
We are saying this is because
brother,
we are saying this is
what Nani is worried about.
My worry is that must you come out through the media and say that me as so and so, or we as so and so, we are going to go on strike beginning such and such a date or a day if our demands are not met. And our demands includes number 1 this, number 2 this, number 3 this. Then suddenly the person you want to strike against organizes a meeting with you very early in the morning, and now then your demands are met, and now you call off your strike. So my worry is, must a mwananchi wa kawaida come out boldly na sema mimi nataka kuenda maandamano hii na hii sikufanyika, or mwananchi wa kawaida anafaa kufanyiwa kazi bila hata ya kwenda maandamano?
You have a point.
Bila hata
what I'm saying,
kupeana nini
the
threat.
problem, the challenge that we have is boiling back to what Akoku was saying, representation.
Yeah.
Those who represent the common mwananchi at different levels, don't be shocked, they are not doing their role effectively. They may be doing their roles, but they are not executing their roles effectively, because they are supposed to sit with the people. People tell them, this and this is what we want. Can you go pass this to the boss? Can you see that this thing should be done? You see. So by the time you see people are lamenting in your constituency, in your ward, that this and this is not working, and they are threatening to go on strike, and the governor calls them, or the president calls them, and they sit down, and a solution springs forth, it means that you are lying on the job. That MCA, that member of parliament, is lying on the job somewhere. So people are, leadership.
I don't know whether my brother listens to you.
It means that pengine hata kama umekuwa kituma barua kwa mkubwa, barua haifiki,
inakanyagiliwa. You never know. And that means there's never what known as participatory. The leaders there does not involve, the leader does not involve the constituents or the members of the county assembly. the words they represent.
He was not talking about the ward level. He was talking about what happened. Just the other day.
You see, Akoko,
the matatu operators issued a struck threat.
In as much as you want to broaden it and bring it, the point is that stage is within Orubaragana.
And that stage is being used by various people who comes from various parts. It is in CBD.
Yes.
So someone from Nyatike uses that stage.
Good.
And a driver, how do we call it? A probox driver who carries people from Moro. Moro is Muru. Someone from Sori, Kanyasa Ward, huko chini. Someone from North Kadem. Someone from Gotkachola. Someone from Kaler. Someone from Rongo. Someone from Muriri. Someone from Kimaru, huko chini. They uses that stage. So it means that. It means that several people are using it from different places.
But it is under whose jurisdiction?
My concern is, brother, to cut this long story short, my concern is our beloved governor should not wait until he is issued with threat.
With dead snakes.
Afanye nini? Act. If your people calls you for a meeting, what do you normally do? Give in. The other day we had border operators. They wanted to have a meeting with the governor. Later on, there was a strike everywhere. You understand how they behaved. I don't know whether you were there. That picture is not good, particularly to our electorate. Honor. We must be humble. Listen to your people. Leadership is all about listening. A leader is the one who listens to his people. So let the leaders listen to their electorates. You know, most of us here depend more so on political parties. They think that party will help them. And that won't happen this time round. You will be judged. Your re-election will depend upon what you've done. For the governor to be re-elected again come 2027, it will depend so much on what he has done to the people.
You're very right, Akoko.
I'm not yet done. Nyamita will be re-elected depending upon how he treated his people. So we are still, the election is still some 2.5 years ahead. Let us stop all this politics. Let us avoid side shows. Kila mtu ashike kazi yake vizuri. Hatutaki kuona wananchi wakilealia. Yetu kuna pesa. Hatutaki kuona wananchi wakilealia. Yet this jumping you atutaki. Let us work.
Akoko, you're very right. I totally agree with you. But there is one thing that we common wananchi failing to understand. And this
the problem is not the wananchi.
You see,
the problem are the leaders themselves.
Good.
Go to chapter 6. Go to chapter 6 of the Constitution of Kenya. Chapter 6 of the Constitution of Kenya talks about leadership and integrity. Leadership and integrity. And they know that very well. They are aware of that. But what happens after the election? Kila mtu amekuwa ndume kivyake. MCA pia amekuwa ndume hapa chini. Bunge amekuwa ndume hapa juu. Governor ndume hapa juu.
I don't want to get to what.
Let us respect the rule of law.
Akoko, we are going to respect the rule of law.
I'm not talking about you. I'm speaking to the
leadership. Okay, Akoko, let us take the scenario. I want to bring up a scenario to help us understand this. I want you to take, for example, let's say this is a company, BTV is a company with a director, managing director, manager, and the staffs. If there is a problem that the staffs are experiencing, who should they go to? Should they go direct to the CEO, or they should respond to the manager? Or they should go to the
We
manager
should
first?
just follow the organograph.
Go to the manager. Tell the manager, manager, this, we are seeing this.
And what if the problem is with the boss?
Just a minute. Then the manager will go around, see, this actually is not happening well. The manager will move to the managing director. I have learned that this is not going well. Plus the workers have also shared with me. What can we do about it? Or I would like, they are proposing that we do this and do this. But the very moment you start seeing that the workers, the employees, the staffs were BTV are going on the road to issue threats, it means something along the line. Somebody has not done his work, and most probably is the manager or the managing director, but not the CEO of the company. So for you to see the people lamenting in your backyard, for you to see the people of Migori County, especially people in Migori town or Rubara, Ghana, saying we are going to do this, the governor must do this. It means, number one, the MCA is sleeping on his job. If you talk of oversight, because he needs to listen to the people, go to the ground, see what's happening, then go to the governor and say, Governor, this and this is happening. I've inspected this is happening, we need to do this. Or the people are saying they need this to be done. But the very moment you see the people are going to the governor direct, it means they have seen the lapse in the leadership of the member of county assembly. That's simply what I'm saying. And that calls for oversight. We don't just go there to talk, to formulate laws, and that is the end. We need to talk to the people, know what people need. You talk about the Matatu sector. Yes, it is a big sector, but the truth is, it is within Ragano Uruba ward.
You insist?
Yes, that is the jurisdiction. If you go to the other side of town, that is, for example, Postal. That postal ground is under the jurisdiction of who? Central Ward.
His friend.
Central Ward MCA.
Brian.
Yes. So we cannot just be jumping. Let us follow protocol. Akoko. That's what I'm saying.
I've understood you. I've understood your statement. But the fact remains that let me conclude by saying this.
Yes.
You are not going to conclude because you still have a lot.
No, he's concluding this part of the country.
We have a lot of
Now say on this
we have a lot of things to discuss here.
Yeah.
Let me conclude by saying this. In leadership, a leader should be listening. Let whoever MC should listen to his people on the ground. Same to Mbunge, member of parliament. Same to who? Same to governor. No one is a boss here. Governor has never been a boss. Area all these elective positions. Si ni kila mtu anaomba kura. Mbona ukiomba kura unanyenyekea? Ukishapata sasa umekuwa ndume. Why are you doing that? Tuwafanyie wananchi kazi. I still stick to my bread and butter. Tuwafanyie wananchi kazi. That's enough.
I get you so clear. There's a question that we'll handle later.
Which one is it?
Yes, it is just bringing forth. Why do you think these people, when they have gotten the power, they seem like they want to be the boss? My simple answer would be this. When they are campaigning, we demand the money from them. So once they are elected in the office, remember they spend. They must get their money back. If they would come to us, say their manifestos, we don't take their money, we just campaign, we are going to listen to you, then we vote you without taking anything from you, then I may be having a right to say you are not doing this to me. You are not doing this to this area because we elected you. We do not take anything from you. But since we are so angry, we like what go to our pocket first. We say, let us eat them today. They'll have to bring back whatever they've spent. That's the rule.
Just go and listen to Lucky Dube. That's the way it is.
Okay.
Politics. A friend of mine once said this. It is very difficult to understand politics. Politics, you feel, whoever is investing in politics
It's gambling.
is a gambling. It's more or less than one who invests in business. Ukitaka kutengeneza kampani, tafuta marafiki, wakuchangie kitu kidogo, wana kwa uwanja. Wewe sasa hizi ukitaka kwenda kwa uwanja bila kuwa supported, if you're not supported by anybody, you will not succeed. So those people, they go there, they borrow money, they come, they lure electorates. After doing that, after he has already been voted in, take the money back to you, clear your debts. By that time, people like Odede here will be crying, Nani is not doing this, yet he took money from...
Odede pick something from me. Every time he met me.
So in politics, understanding siasa ni ngumu sana. Understanding politics is very difficult. More so to a layman, a voter like myself.
I don't know. I saw something, I don't know if it was in Nigeria, where there was a politician who were carrying a bag of, many bags of rice. He was campaigning, and the truck was standing there, and he was giving the bag.
He knew
of
his
rice.
people are very hungry.
Then something happened. People told him, we don't need the bag of rice.
We don't vote using our thoughts, we vote using our stomach.
Yeah. So
And that is why...
we don't need the bags of rice. Just tell us your policies with this. We will see. Because
And that is what is happening in America, not in Africa here. We are very hungry. Au kukula nyumbani na watoto. Na nini nataka pesa. So you just give in. That's why we don't see this project here. Because they want us to remain beggars. We beg every now and again. We have learned youths here. What are they doing? They are busy here riding motorcycles. None is there to employ them, despite the fact that you have papers. But then why do we take our children to school?
That's a very tough question.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
One who never even stepped to grade class 7 has been employed and earned a lot of money. One who graduated 20 years ago is still there back at home. The world is not balanced.
Lennox,
What has been happening here? Leaders. Chapter 6 of the Constitution of Kenya is not respected. Leadership and integrity. By the way, why do they took an oath? And why do they took an oath on office? Every time, every election, wanabeba Biblia hivi, Mungu Baba naampa ya kwamba nitawafanyia wakina Odede na watu wengine bila ubaguzi, bila and after that wewe sasa ni king. You want to be praised. Why on earth? Na Biblia inasema ya kwamba Mungu ni mmoja, aishi mbinguni. So brother, unless we change, and the change takes what we call gradual shape. I'm speaking to you. Change takes gradual shape. It happens gradually.
Yeah.
All that we are needed to do, particularly you people that are in the media industry, civic education is very important. Civic education. Wale ambao wako kwa radio, wale ambao kwa TV, we need to educate our listeners. Kila mtu ajue responsibility yake. But this system of government won't help us. Particularly the Luo Nyanza. We are short of leaders. Sababu kila mtu anaangalia tumbo yake. Raila fought of this. constitution. But in his own backyard, development is something different. Go to Kisii here, see what that is doing. Go to Kwale, go to where, go to even Garissa. Those people, they have made tremendous move. Lakini hapa, Luo Nyanza, MCA, wanangangania sijui nini na governor anangangania kitu na MCA. Katoto kadogo hivi. Wanangangania nini? There's a problem somewhere. That is why I said, and I still stick to it, we should calm down. Let us get united. Otherwise, do you know what they normally do? Divide and rule game. Use are everywhere. So they use divide and rule game. Nani atutaki nani. A section of group is being given money. This thing has been happening in Sakwaya I'm coming from. I went to constituency. And it pains me when I see my brothers and sisters fighting against each other just because of political differences. So let us remain united. The elites in our society, we should calm down. We should talk to our brothers and listeners so that life does not begin and ends with politics. Are you getting me?
I'm getting.
Mimi nilijaribu hii kitu some days after that. Nilijaribu hii kitu some couple of years ago. And then I told my people, it's not a matter of life and death. If you think I can bring a change, sawa. If you think I can do that, maybe there's another time. God's time is always the best. Let us talk to our dear brothers and sisters. Let us stop being misused by these politicians. Otherwise, we will be pressing them every now and again. Everyone knows his role here. The governor knows exactly what he's supposed to be doing. He knows clearly what the constitution entails about that office. Mbunge pia, watu pia. What do you gain if you see two vijana wawili wanapigana kwa sababu yako? Na wewe ni kiongozi. Na watoto wako wako hapo. How do you feel?
I can't engage in such politics.
A leader is born and leadership is created. A leader is born and leadership is created. It is acquired. Are you getting me? So we should vote a leader.
Not leadership.
Not leadership. Are you getting that?
I get it. Today we have a lot of people.
Should we do that? Yes. I know age has caught up with me.
Age has caught up with you.
Yes, I'm a very old, but despite the fact that mwili ni kadogo kaiga hivi. But this young man seated next to me here, ukiangalia mwili wake, ni kadogo.
So we call him young man.
Yes, he is my younger brother.
He always says that.
Yes, actually, the goodness with the dede, yeye anakubali. Kuna wengine kama wewe anajua utakubali. I'm your elder brother. I think that let me end it at that point.
Okay. Let us look at what we have on the headlines of different newspapers. Now, getting onto the cover page of the Standard newspaper. Lying president.
Lying. He keeps on giving false promises. I will do this. I will do this.
Ile ya kulala ama lying ile ya kupeana.
Uongo.
Yeah, uongo.
That is the bold newspaper for you.
And lying president. This is what they say.
Yes.
President William Ruto began his tour of central Kenya with claims that have been challenged. He said Kenyans is exporting tea to Sudan, a statement that was denied by the Sudanese government. He also said he is monitoring Kiharu, Mpindindi Nyoro, and assertion that he has been disputed, leaving Kenyans wondering why the president is speaking half-truths.
Do you know the reason as why that one became a headline to that newspaper? Ruto said
Categorically.
the government, Kenyan government, is still operating business with the Sudan, the government. Sudan president actually responded back, and he said, no, there is no any transaction, there's no any business going on between our country and who?
And Kenya.
And Kenya. Let Kenya does her own business with other countries, but not with our country. Yeye amesema ya kwamba ni uongo. Ndio maana wao wanasema kile. Kumbe huyu jamaa anadanganya.
But you see, I will say we don't know where the truth is. We know Kenya has been at loggerheads.
The truth is there. The truth
Kenya
is there.
has been in loggerheads with Sudan. We have to accept that.
And that is why the Sudan
that
government
happens
stopped everything.
That happens. Remember when a section of people are rebelling against the government held a meeting in Kenya, in KICC, and the Sudan government was like, Kenyans can't do this, Kenyans can't do this. So you never know. You never know. I don't want to say the president is lying. I don't want to say
Nikisema ya kwamba nilileta udede kwangu. Udede mwenyewe hakuja kwake, akasema kwamba no, ako nita kwake, mimi sikwenda kwake. Yeye mwenyewe amesema ya kwamba hakukuja kwangu. Si Udede amesema kweli hakuja kwangu. So between me and Udede, una believe nani?
I don't know who to believe, because maybe Udede visited you and you ended
na
up
Udede amekwambia kwamba wakati Akoko alikuwa anasema alikuwa kwake, mimi nilikuwa Onyinjo. This is the location mali pa nilikuwa. Unaona? So you will definitely believe Udede. So we have to believe what Sudan's president said.
I'm not saying I'm going to believe what the president of Sudan is saying or not. One thing I know is that Kenya had tough times with Sudan, and Sudan had even accused Kenya. So if there's a business that is going on, maybe there was
the
a
president
business that
once
was
said,
going on, but because of the fracas, it stopped. I don't know why
so there is no
the
business.
president as lying, as a lying president.
The newspaper said so.
Newspapers will write something that will want people to read.
No, it is not about that.
They can't talk about something that they cannot substantiate. They cannot defend.
Each and every Kenyan, okay, not each and every Kenyan, but most Kenyans, they believe that President Ruto is someone
who is a liar,
who lies. And if in any case you watched that interview, the Sagana State Lodge interview, the first question that the president was asked by that journalist is that people are saying that you're a liar. Does it bother you that people are saying that you lie too much? And the president himself said that uni propaganda yao. I am the president and I am mandated to do anything, to do developmental projects. And so, you know, I think the standard is just trying to speak for the voiceless people, voiceless Kenyans, who believes, underline the word who believes. I'm not one of them. Who believes that President Ruto is lying? Yeah. A good number of Kenyans believe that President Ruto is lying. So I think the bold newspaper, as it is being referred to, is just trying to speak for the likes of Akoko and
so Akoko believes the president lies.
Yes, just said it.
Yeah, he lied.
He lied. That's Kenya ina export chai kwenda Sudan. Then the president, you know, they say that when an alligator gets out of the water and tells you that Mr. Crocodile is sick, then you have to believe that alligator, because they both live in water. So you know the president of Sudan.
You people are full of wisdom.
The president of Sudan lives in Sudan. Ruto lives in Kenya. No, not Ruto. President Ruto lives in Kenya. You know, and the president, what is his name? The president of Sudan lives in Sudan.
Salva Kiir.
Salva Kiir. So when he comes out and tells that no, we are not doing any kind of tea business with Kenya, then you have.
But they stopped that. They stopped it.
They stopped it. So you have to believe him.
Now, when did
not
they stop?
2 months ago.
2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
That's immediately after what was witnessed.
Yes.
Yes. So if the president said, we have been doing business.
Oh, we had been.
Yes. He did not say we are doing business.
Oh. Kwani sikusoma vizuri.
He said they are doing business. They are still doing business with.
He said Kenya is exporting tea to Sudan. Not was exporting, Omera.
That is what is written on the paper.
Yes.
That's not what the president said. Go watch the clip carefully.
And in fact, it is written here. The president is saying, President William Ruto began his okay. Kidogo tunajua sio.
I know you buy you go to the show.
President William
to see.
President William Ruto began his tour of central Kenya with the claims that that have been challenged. The claims has been challenged. Claims. Allegation. Those allegations
have been
challenged.
Continue.
Maneno yake imekuwa challenged. Let me continue. He said Kenya is exporting tea to Sudan, a statement that was denied by the Sudanese government.
Now,
a statement that was denied.
Listen, he said Kenya
is exporting.
He said. Remember, the word "said" is in the past tense. He said. The president said.
Hata sekunde mbili hapa imepita.
Yes.
Unajua?
And at the same time it can be, he said Kenya had been.
Yes.
But he said Kenya is.
I think we need to watch that clip again.
He also said he is monitoring Kiharu MP Ndinde Nyoro.
He's mentoring.
He said
you buy to see.
He said he is mentoring Kiharu MP Ndinde Nyoro.
Yeah.
An assertion that has been disputed, leaving Kenyans wondering why the president is speaking half-truth.
Now, if they say
akisema
truth in it.
If he talked about 20 things, get to know that 10
now, if you talk about half truth, it means the truth is there.
Half.
Do
you expect the president, a sign of national unity, to be speaking half-truth?
You see, this is a newspaper. Akoko, if you get an editor, you'll always want people to read your newspaper. Okay, let's move to the other newspaper. The other newspaper headline, the Daily Nation. The politics of hand.
But remember, but just a minute before we get to the Daily Nation, remember that that newspaper, that Standard, they are not in good terms with the government. It has breathed that. That is something that is happening, and they are going through some economical difficulties. They go through economical difficulties. There's economical crisis, and they tend to believe that they are being subordinated by the government. So we don't expect them to talk positive about the same government. So let us leave it at that point.
Okay. Daily Nation. The politics of handshakes. That's
Daily Nation. Ebu? The politics of handshakes.
Handshakes. Check.
But you've seen the president dishing out money by the time he toured Mount Kenya.
But I remember categorically you said the Mount Kenya were just going to, they were told to take the money and whatever. But
so there was ease of money.
Looking at the outcome yesterday, the people who came out to meet the president during the tour, I was shocked.
They were paid.
I was shocked.
That's how much they were paid. Money was circulating in bags. Not 200 shillings yenye unapewa ndio upige so and so hapa kwa stage. Not 200 shillings. Unaona? We have over 6 million registered voters from that region. Mr. President can't wait and see those votes going. He will apply all mechanisms.
Now, do you want to say that, can we say that the impeached deputy president, the former, we also lie?
I don't know. He said money is circulating.
How did you know money is circulating?
He said so. That is his own statement. He can substantiate further.
But
he said money.
The warm welcome that we did see, even me, I did not expect. I only came.
Who knows even if they were paid to do so? Who knows? Who knows even if they were paid to do so?
And who knows if they were not paid? Do you have an evidence of anybody who was paid in Mount Kenya? I
asked who knows? No one. Nature. Nature can predict that.
So I think looking at this, the people of Mount Kenya still loves the section of people. Still
read that. Let me read something.
Daily Nation headline. The politics of handshakes. Inasema President William Ruto claims of 10 billion demanded by his former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua in exchange for political support has exposed the transactional nature of the country's politics, where elected leaders are willing to dish out billions of taxpayers' cash to buy loyalty. This flagrant bribery happens in the run-up to presidential contests during the coalition building and sealing ceasefire deals, and Kenya top politicians have been accused of being complicit. And we see here the president, former president Uhuru Kenyatta, we see President William Ruto, we see Agwambo, and we also see here Gachagua. Actually, what they're saying is that the politics of Kenya has become like people are paid. People demand.
President William Ruto's claim of a 10 billion shillings demand by his former deputy Rigathi Gachagua. This statement had already been criticized by Gachagua himself. Gachagua said, "I have enough wealth. I thank God I have enough wealth." How I wish we had to say, I have enough wealth. God has helped me, and I have enough wealth. I never requested for even 20 bob from President William Ruto. Those are his own statements. He said so.
So again,
so
here,
who is lying?
So again, here we don't know where the
truth lies. Who is fooling who?
We don't know where the truth lies.
We were not there.
Yes.
By the time Mr. Rigathi Gachagua was making such a demand, we were not there. By the time Rigathi Gachagua, of course, we were not there. So who is saying the truth? Nature.
Nature saying the truth. Okay, let's get back to the People Daily newspaper. I look at what is there. Ruto cries to the mountain. That's the big story of the People Daily newspaper. Ruto cries to the mountain. I will be a madman to abandon Mount Kenya who voted for me. I will work so hard until you can't believe it. You should not worry. I am not a drunkard or someone who doesn't know where it's going. That's what the president is saying.
Ruto's cries to the mountain. Do you know why he was saying so? Ruto's name had already been tarnished. Gachagua akaenda pale akasema kila kitu. Huyu jamaa tulikuwa na yeye amefanya A B C D E F G H. Unaona? So he had to defend himself. Ruto had to defend himself. That is why he was talking about Gachagua demanding for 10 billion from him. He said this gentleman ajai toka kwa ofisi akaenda kufanya hivi. He has been in the office for the last 2 years. We worked together with him. He has done nothing. Has never visited any project. You know, this gentleman was now lamenting. That's what we call lamentation. He was lamenting. He was just defending himself. He appeared before, it's like you appeared before a jury. A jury is a team of judges. Yeah? Please, the allegation against me. Yeah? This gentleman was defending himself. Oh, no. In a situation whereby you have to defend yourself, you have to say everything. You even reveal the secret that you did with somebody before. This is the same thing that Ruto is doing here.
You know, I'm looking at Gachagua, and I'm seeing that picture when they came to Migori together with President Ruto. They went to Kegonga. They launched a project which is ongoing right now. They launched Kegonga waterfront. They launched Nyamache water project, and they launched Kebaroti water, which is complete and was officially commissioned by PS Interior. I'm looking at Gachagua when they went together with President Ruto and launched a Lower Kuja irrigation scheme project. And we even saw last week when the farmers who gave out their farms being compensated. I'm again looking at Gachagua when they were together with Ruto, when they went to Ngege, how do we call that road, Mr. Koko? Ngege Ogwedi Road.
Ngege Mapera, Ngege Ogwedi.
Yeah, when they launched the construction of that road. And then they ended that day's tour together with the president in Poster Grounds. Gachagua was very happy, telling the people of Nyanza to support the president and the Kenya Kwanza government. The second day, I think they went to Kisumu.
They were in Homa Bay. They were supposed to go to Homa Bay?
Yes. The second day, I think they went to, if not Kisumu, then Homa Bay. Then the third day, they went to, I think, Siaya. I think they concluded the event with Kisumu. Whatever. And Gachagua was telling each and every person from Nyanza region, this is the government, everyone should be in the government. Kumbe jamaa alikuwa anangolewa serikalini. That is the sad part. And you know, you've always seen how I have always sympathized with Gachagua. And I have always sympathized with him. So, you know, I'm now imagining that now, this same government that Gachagua really fought hard not to be kicked out is now bad. You know, I'm imagining, you know, at one point in time I told you, this person should just resign and go. Because
live to fight another day.
And live to fight another day. Because if you're not needed somewhere, don't fight. How do we call someone who is droning can even anaweza jishikilia hata kwa matawi? How does that English go? Yes. you just do anything possible to ensure that at least umejiokoa, you know.
To throw kicks of a dying horse.
Yes, that one. So I'm imagining this same Gachagua had a team of lawyers, defended himself. He was defended in the National Assembly, defended in the Senate, went to court, only because he wanted to be in this Kenya Kwanza government. And then all of a sudden,
Gachagua lacked political goodwill.
Yeah.
You know, politics defines everything in Kenya here.
Yeah.
Politics defines everything. The only thing, he had a very good lawyer, somebody like, how do you call him? Oyoya. Gachagua himself had
this one, Njiru Ndegwa.
Yeah, he had very good lawyer, but the only thing that he lacked, political goodwill.
Yes, so that's what I'm trying to say.
That is why he had to lose that battle.
Why was he trying to clinch, or why was he trying so hard not to go out of that government? And then after going out, now the government is bad. And so someone is lying to someone.
And again, after going out, he decided to unleash some bombs.
Yeah. They built that government together. They founded that government together. He was a founder member. That's why he kept using the word shareholder. I'm a shareholder of this government. So one of the shareholders was being thrown away. He really tried. Anyway, he tried his level best, but never worked out. That's a good story here in page 4. Let us look at
page 4 of the People Daily.
Page 4 People's Daily. Where I don't know the problem with our youth today. There is a young man here. There is a young man here who actually.
That young man who did bet.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted us to talk about that. Betting. Betting is consuming Kenyans, consuming everybody.
There is yes.
Have you ever betted before?
No. Look at that. That is okay. It says a Kenyan student in UK loses 2.8 billion on bet. Million. Sorry. 2.8 million on bet. Okay. Let me see something.
Money meant for man's university education lost on Aviator game where players bet on how long the virtual plane can fly before crashing.
Now listen, when he secured a chance to study for a Master of Science degree at Anglia Ruskin University in the United Kingdom, Dismas Motai was elated that his dream had finally come true. However, Mutai's world has turned upside down after he lost 2.8 million that was meant for his tuition fees and accommodation on the betting site. Aviator. What is happening? Parents struggle a lot. Our parents are struggling a lot. He was secured a chance over there.
And he had traveled to that place.
He traveled that place. 2.8 million is not small money. He's now stranded, and you can see he's there playing an aviator.
No,
That's him.
What is this aviator?
He's a journalist.
What is this aviator?
That's a photo which was taken in a radio station. He's a trained journalist who went to UK to do his masters.
Hii mambo ya vita ni nini?
Betting is
aviator. He played aviator.
He was playing aviator.
Aviator is betting.
Yeah.
That's betting.
It is gambling.
It is gambling, and many people are fallen prey. Just I think was it late last year, where there was also another student from Rongo University who died.
Yeah, he committed the suicide after spending 40,000 in aviator. So we need to talk to this people.
I wonder how they is looking at
we need to talk to our brothers and sisters because
what is your tech?
We need to talk to our brothers and sisters because
you know most of the time when you look at the betting site adverts, at the end of the advert they will say something. This company is registered by BCLB number so and so and so. This thing is not for people under 18 years of age. And then they conclude by saying, bet responsibly.
At your own risk.
Bet responsibly. It means that betting responsibly simply means that. Let's say you had 100 bob.
I tend to believe it is high time the government is supposed to close all these betting sites.
Yeah. So this Akoko, you speak. This is what it means to bet responsibly. You have 100 bob, mbele na nyuma, and then pale kwa nyumba you have nothing. Then you have 100 bob. Now betting responsibly simply means that just take 10 bob, bet 90 bob, nunua chakula, enda kwa nyumba.
But is that what most people do?
Most people don't do that. They don't do like this person here who spent almost 2.8, almost 3 million. Did not do that. He did not do it responsibly. Because alikaa chini akaweka mind yake kwamba I have 2.8 million. Yes, this 2.8 million it can bring me a lot of money. Alafu unaenda pale social media unaona advert venye mimi nilicheza Vieta nikapata, nilicheza Vieta I got this amount of money, and then you say okay, I can also do it. I can try. Let me try my luck.
We've seen young people
and you know with a Vieta venye ile ndege ina fly, you know Coco just said he has never tried gambling a Vieta. Me, I've seen it.
You've done it.
Not doing it. I'm saying I've seen it. Vile hiyo ndege inatoka na kuanguka. Inatoka shoo boom. Sasa nyingine inatoka shoo boom. Imeanguka. So you know, it's not like football betting yenye utawekea Chelsea na Man U alafu usubiri 90 minutes bado unasubiri.
So now hope is gone.
Dangerous.
Hope is now gone. The boys stranded there.
You see,
now it will be upon his parents.
Yesterday, there was a similar story, I think, on the People Daily newspaper. If not yesterday, then last week. Now, the story was that you find that the Aviator game.
Yes.
That is, like, it has been configured that 90% is lost. So 80% is what is remaining. I mean,
the only thing
is what is remaining.
And
I've seen a situation whereby, you know, government gets a lot from this aviation, from these betting sites. But the problem with these betting sites, we've seen quite a number of youths losing their life. So it is high time this government, on my own view,
in your opinion,
in my own opinion, I think it is high time the government should supposed to close all these betting sites, because we will not continue losing these young people's life every now and again.
But is this something you get into voluntarily? And I think the reason why it has risen so much quick, the betting, is because you want to get rich quick.
There's a report I was reading yesterday, and it was stating that Kenyans lose around 2 billion in betting on a daily basis. On a daily, not even on a month.
Losing?
Daily,
yes.
Kenyans.
On a daily basis.
They used
2 billion.
2 billion shillings.
23 billion.
Yeah, 23 billion.
23 billion.
23 billion. That is being lost on a daily basis. Billion. Remember, this one lost 2.8 million. So it is part of 2.23 billion.
On
so you
that
can
particular
imagine.
day.
Yeah, on a particular day. So
They
you
use
can imagine.
over 240,000. Over 40,000. Each and every second, 40,000 imeenda.
So imagine how much the betting companies are putting.
They get a
Now
lot
all
of
this betting companies like Avita is in the US. We are taking this money back. Anytime you play a theater, your money is not here in Kenya. It goes somewhere else. Are you getting this one? So it's like we are trying to develop other countries. Let the government stop this thing here.
I think we also need to be
If at all,
people need to just work hard, because getting into gambling is a way people want to get rich quick. If we can just follow the good way, work hard, pray,
let us save
riches
lives.
will come.
We've lost dignitaries, we've lost young people, we've lost aged people through this theater, through this gambling. I don't want to be specific. Through this gambling. So let it be stopped tentatively. Are you getting that? Then civic education be applied. Kuna mahadhara, kuna ABCD itafanyi. Ukiendelea kubet, expect ABCD. Somebody show you money like this. Do this and get this money. You have no idea about this thing anymore. Pesa yako inaenda, wewe hutamuona, yeye ameenda, pesa yako imeenda. Unasema karibu unaikule, una bet again, you still bet again. You get addicted. You know, this bet, I don't know why people get addicted. You get addicted. You bet, you lose. You bet again, you lose. You bet again, you lose. You keep on losing, and you're still betting.
No, it is the question.
What's so unique about these betting sites?
So,
what is so unique about these betting sites? Because
for more, people want more. People want to get rich quick. That's why people engage. Most people engaged in this. And let me tell you, do your statistics, do your little research. You'll find that out of 10 people, all are betting. All are involved in
and
gambling.
most of them are youths.
Today, it is 7 old people.
Most of them, most.
And imagine they are everywhere.
The highest percentage are youths.
But
Because they are desperate. They don't have money. They don't have jobs. So they tend to think that it is only through this betting sites that they can get something to earn a living.
and surprisingly, you see,
So let us stop, let the government stop killing its own people.
you see, this, they say the government, the media houses also do this. You listen to the media houses.
Yes, they con.
In fact,
Betting is a kind of conning. This is conning.
They can't, because you tell you, oh, tuma pesa kwa hii, utapata sijui.
Tuma.
So
Tuma.
even the media itself.
And I don't know why they are being licensed.
Go to the radio station.
Yeah.
There's no program you listen to from the beginning to the end in a radio station.
Not even the radio station itself.
Even.
Go to TV stations.
They even advertise betting
I don't know.
companies.
I don't know the problem with the CA, the Communicating Authority. They license everything. Oh no. You get money, do this, get money, do this, get money. They keep on
They
conning
advertise
Kenyans.
betting. You know, the same way they stopped alcohol advertisement is the same way they should stop
The
this.
alcohol advertisement still runs, but they have specific
yeah,
time.
they have specific time. So even betting should have specific time.
No, betting sites
Adverts.
should be closed. Tentatively.
And you see, the funny thing about betting, the time you're betting, you're not taxed. If your money is gone, it's gone. But if you happen to be lucky to win, you're being taxed.
No, they take the tax the moment you bet.
No.
You see, when you bet, later you bet with
That
10
betting site will
10
pay
bob.
that tax.
You will realize that you did bet with 8 bob. They take two bob. So it means that even the moment you will win, they will take that.
Whether you lose or you win, the government shall have gained something from you. That is why it is very difficult for them to stop this betting site.
So even if you win, they will take that year too. They will take it. Even if you lose, walishachukua ile mbili yao kitambo, ile hiyo percent yao kitambo.
My brother, what happens is this: in betting sites like now, whether I lose or I win, government will automatically get something. That is why they give license anyhowly, despite the fact that young people are losing their life. Young, desperate people are losing their lives, but the government insists that the betting industry should continue.
And they keep on licensing.
Yes.
Yes, dear viewers, thank you so much for keeping tuned to BTV. Now, you also remember that BTV is a constant company to Blackman Digitech Graphics. Now, Blackman Digitech Graphics deals in design, printing, and branding. Now, if you are in need of poster, flyers, calendars, rally flags, pens, wristbands, business cards, meal cards, bag branding, banner, roll-up banner, bandana, handkerchief, aprons, caps, and many others for branding purposes, you can reach to Blackman Digitech Graphics. And also for the branding, we also do the same. You can also get graphic design for your company and all other services that you may need. We offer it at Blackman Digitech Graphics. So please visit Blackman Digitech Graphics. You can also reach them on the number 0721
37.
379308. Please visit Blackman Graphics. We also do video and photography.
Repeat the number.
Both studio and outdoor. We also do live streaming. You can reach Blackman digital graphics on 0721379308.
Or
Just call that number and you'll be able to reach them, or you can call 0736 35 22224. 0736 35 22224.
Good.
And get the services at Blackman Digital Graphics. Now we have to bring this to a close because we have exhausted our time. But before we do that, let me give a Coco to wind up. Say last words.
Thank you very much for having got tuned into BTV. BTV.
Yes.
I'm very much grateful for having got hosted me here. I think God willing, tomorrow is another day. Let me send my condolences to the bereaved family. It is very, very sad to lose a young person. In fact, losing life is something that is very
Painful.
very painful. But everything happens due to God's plan. Wale ambao wanatumia barabara, wale ambao wanaendesha magari, let us ensure that we stick to road safety. Otherwise, hope to meet you tomorrow, God willing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lennox.
thank you so much. Just to remind you, it's a Wednesday. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you so much, my dear viewers, for keeping tuned to Vibrant Morning here in BTV, your home live TV.
This lady.
We are grateful that you have stayed tuned with us. We have to bring this to an end, to a close. Coco maybe has something to say.
I had my brother here talking about ladies' night today. Maybe tell us where are you taking your wife?
No,
Just pause.
I'll say.
Where are you taking your kisi?
Did you just did you just have to tell them that I'm married to a kissing?
Yeah. I'm also married to a Luo. So I know where I'm going to. You know where I'm going to take your gaki.
Anyways,
So what I'm simply going to do, she loves Mutura so much.
Ntura.
Yeah, so I'll simply buy her some Mutura nipeleke pale. Yeah.
I'm headed to Ndewa after this. That is where my wife is as of now.
so you're headed to Ndewa.
I'm headed to Ndewa. At least we have to do some ABC. You know, it is very, very important to stay with the family together. So that family is a blessing.
Yeah.
Children is a blessing. So I'm calling upon my fellow species men.
And his fellow species.
As much as you may do ABCD, but remember to respect your family.
Okay.
Ensure usiende kwa mnywezo. Tunasema mnywezo. You need not to go for a pub. You drink expensive alcohol. You do everything. Yet that back at home there's nothing. Ensure your children eat well. Your wife dresses
You
well.
drink responsibly.
Then you go drink. After you drink, do what he has said. You drink responsibly.
Yeah, everything you do. You do with a limit.
Your
Must have a limit.
Okay, you summarize it in
I can see our producer is busy smiling.
The producer is going to take his family too. And we will talk about mine. With us for another day.
Tell us.
Why do you keep your family private, brother?
No, his family is not private. Look at his phone.
Private, my friend.
Look at his phone.
I've never seen you posting your wife in your social media.
My friend, you know, I don't have the habit of posting my wife on social
Or
media.
you are ever single?
No, I'm
At
not
70
single.
you are still single.
I'm not single, my friend. I'm
you're married.
And many people know I'm married. Oh, they knows my wife. Everybody knows my wife.
Now tell them
Except you.
you're married. Tell them. Look at that camera and tell them, my dear, I'm married to so and so. Tell them.
Yeah.
Mr. Producer, give him the camera.
Oh, it is getting hot.
He is afraid somebody is going to say, oh.
No.
Then let them know that
Okay.
let them know that you're married.
Looking into the camera, I'm married. to a very beautiful. Actually, my wife is the most beautiful woman.
You are lying. The beauty lies in that beholder.
Yes, I'm the beholder. So she's very beautiful.
Before you.
Before everyone. So, and I'm married with a son, a very handsome son, like the father, and like the mother also. Handsome like father, handsome like mother.
So God has blessed you with a child.
With a family.
With a family.
I have a family, and I know where I'm going to take them.
Okay. I'm also married. God has blessed him with the 2 children. I have Leila Ashley Akoko. I have Tyron Lucky Akoko. I have my beloved wife, Faith Adiambo Hassan. So that is my family. May God keep them safe wherever they are. Disclose your family.
No.
I'm married to a very beautiful lady from Kisii.
Okay.
And I have a very beautiful daughter. Yes.
But then how old is your daughter right now?
3 months.
You know, you people shock me because yesterday there was a discussion.
About what?
There's been a discussion. Why
So we are all
young people don't
parents.
want to get into marriage
We will discuss that tomorrow.
tomorrow?
Yes.
Why young people
why
don't
what?
want to get into marriage?
They don't have money.
No, that's for tomorrow.
Getting married is to declare a war. A war. So before you get married, please calculate. Relationship is all about calculation.
Please don't be discouraged by Frederick. Please do not be discouraged by Frederick. Marriage is very beautiful.
Get married at your own risk.
No, we have to bring this to a close. Thank you so much, my dear viewers, for keeping tuned to BTV. We'll be here the same time, the same place tomorrow. Remember, BTV, your home live TV. Have a wonderful Wednesday, ladies' night, as Odederene puts it. See you tomorrow.
Calendars, magazines, wedding cards, plastic ID cards, funeral programs, and many more. We also have indoor and outdoor videography, photography, and live streaming services. Visit us at our Migori Market, Onyinjo Bridge, Tiendege Stage offices. Call or WhatsApp us through 0721 37 9308 or 0736 35 2224. Connect with us on YouTube and Facebook at Blackman TV. We are on TikTok as BTV Kenya and also Blackman Studios on Facebook as well. Blackman Digital Graphics, quality you can trust.